Hi guys, it's me, Andrew Stever. I'm going to come on and do a quick tutorial on my dress forms that I make. The first thing you need to do is you either get a pattern of a dress form itself. This happens to be a cutout that I had in my stash. I'm not quite sure where I got it, but this is what I use to make my pattern. Then what you need to do is cut out two. You need two of them. So you can glue these together, okay? Now you can make them like this, or you can make this option as well. And they come out just as good, because you're not going to see any of this anyways, because the dress that I'm doing totally covers it. Okay, so this is the one we're going to use tonight. Just so you know, you need an 8-inch piece of whatever color you need. You're going to need eyelash trim or fun fur, whatever you call it. I'm using this. And this is a longer, a longer haired one. And what you need to do with that this is what takes the longest time, guys. So if you sit and you do it while you're doing something else, you'll have it done in no time. I don't know how many you need, but what I do is I cut all mine down, pre-cut them, down to 4 inches. I take and just measure out 4 inches and clip, and another 4 inches and clip, until I have, a good palm full of fun fur. And then what I do with this, and you're also going to need another piece of ribbon in the same color of your fun fur or your eyelash trim that you are using. This one's a 5-inch, and this here is what I will be using for my hanger. I'm going to glue that in there. So let's do that now. Hold on, let me see if I can have a seat. So I'm trying to do it standing and it's not working here. Alright, so I will glue that there. And I want this one to stick to it. Not yet, anyways. And then I just put the hanger in there. And then I glue the the other piece, and I just twist it a little bit so it makes a hanger. Okay. And now you also need some batting or fiber fill, whatever you want to use. I just happen to have some leftover batting from a previous project. So what I did was I just curved right here, and you just measure what you need to go on the inside of one of your. I got these little eyelash pieces everywhere now, guys. And I'm using fabric tack. You can use hot glue. You can use whatever you prefer. But this, I like the fabric tack myself. Come on. If I can remember to keep my bottle upside down, this would have been a lot quicker. I'm very new to doing tutorials. I just, Patty Hoyt, sorry, don't mean to butcher any names either, and Kathy, from Kathy's Cards here on YouTube, we're both inquiring about the dress form, so I thought I would do a quick tutorial on how I do mine. They're not really hard. I was playing around one day, and and then I just add the batting on there and push it away from the edges, because you're going to glue the edges to the other one. So then you got that there, okay, just to give it a little bit of cushion. And then what I do is I take the second one. Cover sticking to my finger, guys. Okay, and then I just put a little bit around my edges to glue my pieces together. Come on, not my fingers, just the Alright. And then I just push these together. Let me see. Push that in wherever it sticks out. If you get any of the batting that sticks out, just push it in with your finger as you're going. And you can always go back, like if you get a little pucker where enough glue wasn't placed, you can always just place some more glue there. It's not a big deal. I just give it a good pinch all the way around. Okay, a little bit more right there. Come on down. Come on, glue. You got this. Of course, I'm using my bad arm, guys. Oh, it's just taking too long for me to get the glue out of here. I'm going to put the cover on and tip it upside down so we don't have this issue no more. Alright. So now what I do after this point, make sure all your edges are in. Alright. So then we have, you know, it's a little puffy dress form. I got a piece of fur stuck in there, so I'm just going to clip that because if it'll do it for me here. Those scissors are horrible. Okay, come on. Always on tape. You always messed up the most on tape. Okay, guys, I'm sure I'll make a bigger mess than this. I am a messy crafter. Alright, so we got our dress form. And I hope to God I'm on camera because I'm not standing where I can see. Oh, sorry. See, it's a good thing I checked. Alright, so we got that. That's our puffy dress form so far. Now, what you're going to want to pull out of your stash is like some pieces of lace that you can use for the top dress part. Some wedding appliques if you have any. You don't have to use the wedding appliques. You can use only lace if you'd like. You can design them whatever way you want, but I just happened to pull these out. And then I had this one, which is the bigger form of the first lace I showed you. But all I want are these little itty-bitty pieces that were the connectors. I just cut 2 of those out for my dress. And then what you do, guys, is you take and I tape my ribbon down to my work surface on either end. And then what you're going to do is, you get one by one, you are going to glue these all the way across that ribbon. Okay? Just going to start gluing. Put a little bit down, and then just start placing your pieces all the way across your ribbon, as close to the top as you can. You can trim it later. Trying to find the right way my ribbon, my eyelash trim flows here. And then as you're going, you're just going to keep adding your glue. You know, it does. So add glue. And then all the way across as close as you can, or, you know, you can always fill it in after, but it's basically all I do is go all the way across my ribbon. Every once in a while I lift up my ribbon, make sure it's not stuck down to my table. I don't have a non-stick mat, guys, so I'm using what I got. Alright, so once you do that step, this is like I said, if you're just sitting watching TV or whatever, and you have time, because you can, we're going to trim whatever overlays that top anyways after. So, but I'm basically doing this so you get an idea. I felt bad that it's taken me this long to do this tutorial, but I've been really busy. And I had a few minutes, so I figured I would come on and do this for Kathy's cards and for Patty Hoyt, so that way there they can make some of their own, and whoever else would like to try it, I believe that cutout someone gave me, and I believe it is from the Tim Holtz dress die. I just happened to keep this one and make a template out of it, so that way there I will always have a template for it. But I just sit and do this generally when I, busy hand work, when I have a good movie on or whatever, and I don't have a lot of time for crafting, so I can sit and still catch up on my shows and make some beautiful pieces at the same time. And that's all I do, is I continue all the way across. I don't know if I'm going to have enough in the bowl. I was trying to make up enough to show you guys. Oh, one hand is... everything's sticking to me, guys. I am a messy crafter. I still get nervous on camera, and I have no clue why, guys. Try my best not to, but... this glue's got a mind of its own tonight, too. Alright. I need a rag. I got it everywhere. Alright. Let me just clear that off of there so it doesn't stick to my mat. And then you just keep running them across. Whoops. Make sure you press them in place, though. You don't want them falling off. Alright. There's really not a lot to it. It's a matter of, I just happen to have all this eyelash trim. I mean, because I got them on a good sale. Found them at my store for like $1 a skein, and I said, well, so I bought them, and of course we want to use what we have in our stash without having to go buy anything. And I had a lot of it, so I'm like, what am I going to do with this stuff? So I said, oh, I bet you that would be gorgeous as a dress. And they sure are. They are stunning when they're done. So they're worth all this tediousness and all the glue sticking to your fingers. Okay, just trying to find out which way this stuff lays, so I'm laying it in the right direction. Okay, a couple more. And I just go all the way over to the other end. So basically, you're just gluing them on. I imagine you can use hot glue on these, but I would probably burn my fingers quite a bit, so I'm just going to use my fabric tack. It's a lot safer for me. I'm not a glue gun user. I always burn myself really bad when I use one, so I use them for some projects, but not where you got to place all these things in place like this. Okay. I hope this is helpful to you guys. I enjoy making them. And they're very pretty. I want to have a tree full of these. I just think they're really pretty. Next year, maybe I'll get a small little tree for my room and shabby it up with some dress form ornaments. But you don't have to make these just for Christmas. They're really pretty. I'll show you a finished one in a second. I just wanted to give you the idea of selling stuck. I want to make sure they're glued on there. Okay, got a little bit more glue there. Okay, add some more. and just keep going. Because whatever color ribbon you're pretty much using, I just try to use the same color. So if you do get a little space, you ain't going to notice because of the ribbon's pretty much the same color. You don't have to because, you know, depending on how full you make your dress too. You can do these, you can make dresses out of fabric, out of laces, out of whatever. I just happen to have an abundance of this eyelash trim and wanted to use it up. So it doesn't sit there on my shelf forever. Because I do use them in my wands and stuff like that. But they are so pretty on these dress forms. Especially this one. This one is like a real puffy, feathery like eyelash trim. And if I ever find it again, I'll be buying some more because I really like it. Almost there, guys. Almost. And this one is just a quickie. Just doing a quick one. Just to show ya. Hopefully quick enough where it won't take 3 hours to upload. I don't know about you guys, but oh my goodness. The videos lately have been taking forever to upload. And I don't know if it's my computer or if everybody's having the same issue. But wow. It really does take a long time to upload anything anymore. Alright. I don't know how to do the lives, or I would do the live. Probably be a lot easier. And then, well, it'd be easier, but I probably wouldn't be able to answer the questions like I can on here by you just leaving them in the comments, and I'll try to do my best to answer you. Yeah, see, there isn't enough on this. I didn't cut enough. Okay, come on. Stuck to my finger, guys. Alrighty. Get on there. Yep. Not quite enough. But you get the idea. But then what you do with it, I'll just show you. Let me see. I mean, I can cut some more, but... Okay. Let me see. I'll clean that off. The tip. Had that fun fur stuck all in it. Okay. So it's just a matter of, I don't know how many more I need. And I got so much glue on my fingers, I'm having a hard time here. So there's one. There's two. Try to cut up some more real quick, so I can show you guys, at least get it to a point where it isn't going to matter anyways, because I do the dress this way because it's so much easier. I mean, if you just want little bits and you want to, you know, do a dress form with just laces and trims and stuff like that, you could do that and then just add some fun fur as an element to give it a little bit something. I haven't, lately I've just been doing a bunch of these. Okay, so I'm going to start putting some of these down. We're pretty much almost the end anyway, so just want to make sure those are all good and down. Got a couple more pieces here, and I will say that's pretty close enough to me, for me. But I want to make sure they are stuck down there. Okay. Then what I do, guys, is I untape it and unstick it. And you end up with like a strand of this, okay? And then I just go and trim, you know, wherever it's off of the ribbon too high above it or whatever. I just trim it. Mostly the dress that you do will take... Ah, I'm all thumbs tonight, guys. Sorry. I am going to keep practicing on doing tutorials. I gotta show you guys what I do, but I get so nervous when I'm on here that I end up flopping it all up. I think it's funny myself, because it's only when I'm on here. Okay, so now that we made a big mess on my desk here with all this fun fur, come on. Alright, I'll sweep after. Alright, guys. So that's that, right? Let me de-hair my thing. Alright, so then what I do, usually I'm not this quick when I do these. I do take my time when I make them. They take me a little bit, but I'm trying to do a fast one for you guys. And what I do, guys, is I just glue it around the waist. That's all I do, okay? Don't worry about anything sticking out. You can always trim it off after. But what I do is I just take and go around my dress, and see, my fingers are so sticky, everything's pulling it right back up on me. Alright. Come on. Ugh, that's what's so frustrating about this, is nothing wants to go right for me tonight. Alright. Come on. Sorry, guys. I am trying here. Getting frustrated. Come on. Anytime. I will use hot glue. You keep doing this to me, glue. Come on. Let's lay it that way. Maybe that'll keep it. I'm going to make sure all my fur is facing down. Alright, let me trim off that piece that's sticking up there. Come on. And I just wrap it around the waist. That's all I'm doing, guys. And you know what? Just to save some time, I got my glue gun over here. I'm just gonna, just to save some time, I gotta get this done, so I'm not on here forever and holding you guys up from making your own, because I'm sure you want to try your hand at this, and I've been wanting to do this for you guys, just so you get an idea. Almost. And the reason I make it so long is you can you know, make it as short as you'd like as far as lengthwise. I just use 8 inches because it gives the dress a nice fullness. See? Nice and full. But by cutting the legs off, I think it works better, in my opinion, okay? That's all that is that's how you do the skirt, guys. And then I'm just trimming off whatever is sticking up so it doesn't show through the lace when I do the top. Because then it's just a matter of how you want your top piece to look. Alright. Ugh, look at my hands, guys. I got that stuff everywhere. Okay. Don't worry about all that. Okay. Okay, but yeah, it gives it a nice full bottom of your dress. Love it. And then you would take your laces, whatever you're using on your for laces. I'm gonna use let me just pull this hair off because it's driving me nuts. It's the only thing bad sometimes about that tacky glue is it's tacky, alright. It makes everything stick to you. Alright, here we go. What I do is I like that right there. So, I'm going to cut right there, okay? What I do is I glue it and then trim it. Let me see. Yeah, right about there. Look at this stuff. Oh, if I could have, I'll tell you, every blooper I can think of tonight. Got that glue all over my table and everything. It leaked everywhere because I laid it down without the cover on it, guys. So, yeah, I'm going to have a big mess to clean later. Oh, boy. Leave it to me. I'll have to take my rubber eraser after and just take care of that. I didn't realize the cover was off, guys. Alright. So, for this part, I will use my fabric tack. Come on. Oh, sure, you leak all over my table, but now you won't come out of the bottle. What else is new? Why would you do that? Come on. Getting frustrated. I'll lay it down, maybe it'll start coming out. I just want to clip that one spot that was driving me crazy. Okay. Alright, I'm just putting a tiny bit on there. You don't want to overkill it, but with the glue. Alright, so then I take this piece and I place where I want, like kind of off the shoulder a little bit. That's where I, just enough. And then what I do with this up here is I pull it up and tuck it instead of trimming that off. Oops. Come on. Press it in place. It's this here. Right there. Alright. We're just going to, this is just my example piece, so I'm just going to, just a tiny, tiny, tiny bit of glue, not much. Just to glue that one piece down. Like that. Okay. Now, I just trim my lace. I leave a little bit so I can roll it over onto the other side. So it covers the edge. That's all I do. Just a little bit. Come on. God, I got so much glue on me, everything's sticking to me. Horrible. Just want to roll that edge over, that's all I'm doing. Okay, trying to keep the lace out of the way. Come on. Didn't even come out. There we go. I have silicone fingers, guys. I'm just being not very smart right now. Okay. So, I want to pull this front up just a little bit. I want it right about there. Okay. Yeah, These usually take me a long time to do because I'm really fussy when I do them. But for the tutorial, okay, and I usually do, like, I like the look of that on the bottom, so just trying to get that out and around. Alright, and that's what the front looks like so far. Okay, let me get this glue off of me, guys. And then we will continue here. Alright, I'm going to pull this stuff up out of the way because we're done with that. Okay, and that. And I think I'm going to use, let me see, I don't want this so much, but I do want this one. It's in between. So I'm going to take this little piece that I have with the pearls on it. Push that in place right there. Okay, let me get that. Alright. So there, we got that now. Oh, everything's sticking to me, guys, okay? Then on the back, what I do is I reverse it. Take, okay. Let me see. Right about there. Take about half of that. Okay. Because that's about what I want there. Okay. I'm going to slant it a little bit. So I want that on the back. Yeah, I'm just going to use this because I don't want it to. Okay, some fabric tack on there. I got that fun fur stuff everywhere, guys. I'm not this messy generally. I think it's just because I'm rushing to try to make this tutorial as quick as I possibly can for you guys. So I want this piece right about there, because you want to be able to cover up any raw edges that you might have, so, and get any fur out of there. See what I'm saying? Any bloopers are going to happen on this video tonight. Yep. Okay. Okay, so there, we got that. Okay, can trim this a little bit. Yeah, I'm not worried about it. You know, we all have bloopers, right? All of us do when we do these. And I'm so new to them that I make every blooper possible when I do one sometimes. Sometimes I have to do them 3 or 4 times before I get it the way I like it. But this is not being edited. This is going to stay the way it is. So so you guys can make these. If I keep editing stuff, then, you know, we're all human. We all make our mistakes in crafting. Okay. Alrighty. So there. Got that. Now we got our back top part. And I did cut another piece of this off of that bigger lace. I'm just going to place this on the back here. I just want to make sure that hair is not in there when I do it. Okay. Okay, now see the cap and everything sticking to me, guys. Just putting some on there so I can place it where I want. You're going to close up the sides after on the lace. When I measure my lace, I always leave just enough so I can join it to the other section that I had already on from the front. Just a tiny bit. So that way there you can pull it around, see, and it finishes off your seam for you. I can go around and trim off all the fun for that happen to stick through here and there. Not a big deal, guys. And then what I do on mine is, okay, and that side is done. Okay. Got that. Sorry about the mess, guys. Got all that. Okay. Now, there is one thing I did forget to do before we started. Is I need, if I can find it now, the one that I already started cutting into. Yep. I had this necklace and it was in the clearance section. And they had these beautiful blings on it. And what I do, guys, is I just break off a piece. And I just clip off any metal edges that happen to be sticking up. And I put a dot of glue right there. And I place my necklace on the neckline, just to give it that little finish touch, because it makes it look like she's wearing a necklace now. Okay, and then to continue it, to make it look like it is a necklace, I use a little piece of the little diamond trim. I have these little pieces, so I usually measure from where I want it. Whoops. So let me see, from there to about there, and then I just twist it and it breaks that right there. Alright, now sorry guys, I'm trying to stay in camera here. You just need a tiny bit, just enough to get this on here, and there seems to be a couple links too many, so I'm just going to trim it with my wire cutters. Yeah. Okay, maybe not. Maybe I'll just twist it. Okay. There. Sorry about my hands. It grows from the glue. The glue like stuck to everything. Everything. Okay. Alright guys. And that is my dress form ornament that I make. I hope that was informative. And then what I normally do is a place for your signature, like if you stamp out on a, I just cut out a little itty bitty circle, a little circle, stamp it with my whatever, and then you can glue them right on the back there underneath the dress where nobody can see it, but you know it's there. So you can put your handmade signature on there for them. But that's the back. And that is the front, guys. And I'll go around and trim off any like little pieces that stuck from where the glue right here. There's a piece of fur there. I'll clip that. Not a big deal, but not bad in a short amount of time. Sorry I rushed. I was trying to make this tutorial quick and easy for you guys. But yeah, that's how I make all my dress forms. These ones, see, this one doesn't have the legs, and they're fine without the legs. You don't need to leave the stand part on if you don't want. I kind of like them without because the dress seems to flow a little better. Like this one has the bottom, so you can do them either way. I mean, it's not a big deal. If you're not going to keep the legs on, just clip across. Oh yeah, that you can glue like a little. I don't have any out right now. Like a little. See on this one, I had a little flower applique I just added right there. So now I have two purple. My favorite color, one of my favorite colors, purples and pinks. I like them all. I really do. I love them all. Alright, guys, so that is my quick and easy tutorial on how to make the dress form ornaments. I hope this was informative enough. Sorry about all the bloopers and all the glue sticking to me. I actually got a burn right here now. But yeah, I wanted to make sure I did this so you guys would have at least something to somewhat follow. It's fairly simple. There's really not much to it. You know, be as creative as you want and want to see what you guys come up with. If you, you know, if you could show me your work after or do a project share on the ones you make, that would be awesome. I'd really like to see what you do. Alright, for now, guys, I guess I will talk to you after. It was a lot of fun, and I'm hoping to do some more tutorials, possibly without as many bloopers. But yeah, I hope you enjoy. Alright, bye-bye.